Hey there, we're taking a look at Rise of the Tomb Raider running on the i5-1135G7. Now this is right now currently set to 1080p lowest settings, and it is very difficult to run the game. It is very heavy compared to the previous game. It does look significantly better though, like this for low settings looks really nice. But unfortunately the performance is just awful. So it's not very playable like this. 1080p low is just asking way too much of this system. It's just not going to be able to do it. But if we drop things to 720p, it gets a little bit more interesting. So dropping the internal render resolution to 720p does net us a big enough increase that the game becomes a lot more playable. This is like a console-like experience, and the quality is like pretty console-like as well. So overall, I would say that this is pretty playable. Just don't expect the smoothest experience, but you should be able to net an average frame rate that will keep you pretty satisfied while playing the game. It is for sure a 720p only game. This is pretty disappointing to see because of the fact that the first game really seemed to be pretty flexible. I mean, 720p lets you go all the way up to high settings, and it looked really good, and it played very smooth. It was actually really nice. Now we're put into a position where you're pretty much stuck at 720p low if you want to have the most consistent experience, because 1080p is just completely out of the question. Even 1080p lowest settings was just not a playable experience. This is really just the best way to experience it if you want to play on this chip. I have very little faith now for the next game if it's going to be able to actually play properly on here. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, but I get the feeling that if there's going to be another jump in demand for like the gaming experience, it's just not going to be playable. I'm at least expecting it not to be, but who knows? We'll see. In fact, be sure to subscribe to find out.